it. I don't know what I have taught you. So okay, yeah, integration testing, right? So what is the integration testing? So if you having the multiple modules, and what do we have to do, the developer is doing, integration between one module to the another module, right? So what happened, so while integrating the modules, we need to require the testing. If even in anything they will do the changes and all in software or application, then we must be required the testing, right? So testing profile is very important. And okay, so how we can perform that, this integration, how to do that? So we having the top down approach, bottom down approach, hybrid approach, bing bang approach, right? So these the things we have discussed, right? What is the top down, bottom down, okay? And we having the stub and driver. If some modules is not developed at in the middle, we can use this, right? A stub and driver. Okay, so in the level of testing, we have a unit testing, integration testing, test the individual component, test the integrated component, and this is your system testing. System testing is not only one type of the testing. We are testing end to end our application. So inside this system testing, many other testings are there. Okay, so we can do hardware testing and software testing also, end to end testing, that is called system testing. And we having the acceptance testing. Acceptance testing means this is your final testing, and people were telling you the release testing. Okay, before deploy application to the client environment, we will do the acceptance testing in front of the client, or you know in front of the client. So as per expected, it is working fine or not, that is called acceptance testing. Okay, so this is your integration testing, sorry, unit testing. So we already discussed regarding this unit testing. Perform one each model or block of the code during the development, right? Unit testing is normally done by the programmer who write the codes. Unit testing, we are not doing the unit testing. So what actually developer is doing, when developer is doing, develop that code, then they will do unit testing, and from there whatever the critical functionality, they will test it. Developer is not going to test the front end part, UI part, validation part. We are going to do. Developer only check the logic is working properly or not. Okay, so they will write the piece of the code and they will execute that code, and it will check it is working as expected or not. Right? So integration testing means same. If you having the multiple modules, so done before, during, the after integration of new module into the main software package, right? So I told you, right, we having the multiple modules. So in this involve testing for the each and individual code module. So one piece of the software contains the several module which are often created by the several different programmer. This is the crucial to test to each module affected on the entire program modules, right? So if you having the big or any, not only for big application, a small application also, having this multiple modules. So while integrating the modules, we need to require the testing. Every phase we need to require the testing. So that's why they have also divided the types of the testing, because while developing, then after build is executed, then after that we have to do another testing, a smoke testing, sanity testing, functional testing, regression testing. So these are the important testing, so we will discuss in the coming session, right? Okay, so system testing means done by a professional testing agent of the complete software product before it is introduced in the market. Here you can see unit, integration, then system, then acceptance. So here they will check everything, right? Here they will check also hardware stuff. Hardware means in application they have deploy, like I can tell you, they will deploy application on the server, right? They will also check the this complete end to end our application is working or not. Okay. Acceptance testing means beta, it is also called beta testing, the product done by the actual and end user. Okay, so this testing we can it will be done by the end users. End users means sometime client will also do the this type of the testing, and they can also check this is working as expected or not. Okay, so what is the system level of testing? So system testing is a level of testing that validates complete and fully integrated software product. The purpose of system test is to evaluate end to end. I told you, right? System a specification. Usually the software is only one element of the large computer based on the ultimately the software interfaced with other software hardware, and system testing is actually is a series of different tests whose sole purpose is to exercise to full computer based application. What do you meaning of this? I told you, right, this is the not a only one part of the testing. Here we having the different part of the testing inside the system testing. We can deploy our application, and also we can check our application is working as expected or not. We can provide the load of the application. In one application we, like you can see Facebook or Flipkart or Mintra, how many users are there, they having the one data, how many users are using this application. If they will not having the, they will not handle the load, then what happen, it will be application will be crashed, right? And and they will also do some backup testing. If your application will be crashed, they are able to recovered or not. Okay, so this all the types of the testing will come inside this system testing. That's why it is called end-to-end testing. Everything we will test in our application, and we can provide the different stuff while testing this. And system testing falls under the black box testing only. Okay. So what do you verify inside the system testing? Okay, so testing the fully integrated application including the external peripheral in order to check how component interact with one another and with the system as a whole. So same thing I have mentioned here also, right? One application is there. I cannot show you here, right? Let me check. See, nowadays this be having the cloud. Okay, so cloud, so this is your dev environment, test environment, a staging environment, and this is your production environment. Okay, so here the testing, here the unit testing is done, right? This is your dev, this is your test, and this is your stage, and this is your production. Okay, this is, these are the environment is there. Sometime they are not using production, they are directly deploy into the, sorry, staging, they are directly deploy into the production. But if you will go in the real time or process of this, all the process of SDLC, so it must be there the staging, because a staging is a copy of this production. This is the complete copy of this production. So if they will deploy the application here, so that is fine, developer have done unit testing here. Unit testing here, here the tester are doing only integration testing. In integration testing they only tested integrated, module 1 or module 2, right? Module, if they integrated, they are not testing when I will deploy the application and they will also check the performance of the application, how it is working, and they will also check this virtual machine capacity, right? What is this virtual machine capacity? What software is required inside this virtual machine? If application is developed on the Java, we require this Java all the software, right? So they will also test everything here, right? With the system means they will test into end stuff here. If application is deployed in this uh, environment, what is the performance? If I will apply the load of this, whatever the capacity of application is there, it is working fine or not, right? So that is called your system testing. Got it, right? So all the things, whatever the important testing we will done inside this testing environment. Here we having the, see, every environment we having the virtual machine, and virtual machine like 100 or 200, just I am giving the example, right? So here they will test everything. So this is the not a only one type of testing we perform inside the system testing, right? So that's why it is written here, testing the fully integrated application including external peripheral, I told you, right? In order to check how component interact with one another and with the system as a whole. This is called end-to-end scenario. Okay. Verify through the testing of every input in the application and check the desired output. Right. This is your behavior of tester, right? You have to make a multiple scenario and you have to test the application. First, we can test the happy flow. Happy flow means positive testing. Happy flow means positive testing if my application is working as per expected or not. If you are testing happy flow, then we can test the negative testing. Negative testing means if you are entering wrong username and password and your application is open, right? Home page will display. That is, negative testing. Your test case must be fail here because you are entering the wrong username and password, right? So these are the testing we need to required. Okay. So so whatever the we can pass the multiple inputs and outputs, we can check this, whatever you can find the n number of scenario, and we can test the application. Testing of users experience with the application. Okay. So we having the different type of the system testing, so mainly focus on the user is. So usability testing means I am the users of Amazon, right? So how users, if I will use Amazon application, what the problem will face the users. You can see Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, non-technical people will also use that application, right? So here, how we can make our user more comfortable to use our application, that is called usability testing, right? Mainly focus on the user is use the application flexibility in handling the control ability of the system to meet objective. Sometime you can see some of the website is asking many things. If we will go over there, registration, do that, this, right? So many things they will ask. User will not prepare. User is looking for easy thing, right? They don't have a time also. You can see, you can go land on the any e-commerce website, they will ask you to only your mobile number and OTP, you are able to use the application. You should not fill up all the information for registration and stuff, right? So that is called usability testing. How we can make our users is more comfortable to use our application, that is called usability testing. Load testing means we are also, I deploy our application in testing environment. We can also provide, so all the tools are there for load testing. We having the some multiple tools for testing a stuff, but as a manual testing or automation test engineer, you will not get the opportunity to test the load. The one another profile is there, that is called performance testing. That is the separate profile is there, so that people are doing this load testing. Okay, they will check, our capacity of the application is 1 millions, right? If it will exceed, then what will happen, right? So they are testing all the types of this stuff inside this load testing. Regression testing means, regression testing I will also teach you in the coming session. So just our automation start from regression testing. Okay, automation start from regression testing. So what happened, you can say we having the multiple release 1, release 2, release 3, release 4, release 5, right? So I was also working in one project, that is API project, and I can see they having the multiple release. So I cannot disclose our project over there. Okay, but I can give you the example. So in the last sprint I have tested what is the one modules. Then after that in this sprint they have assigned to me release 1, release 2, release 2.4, release 2.7, release 2.8. Then what happened, why we are going to do regression testing? So release 1, they have developed the application, deploy the application. Again release 2, some changes they have done it. Okay, in this modules. When they are doing the changes, then new changes and your old changes we will test together. If you will add anything in your application or in your code, it should not impact to the old code or old features, right? So we can test old and new features, it must be work as per expected. That is called regression testing. Involves, right, testing done to make sure none of the changes made over the course of the development process has caused a new bug. It also makes sure the no old bug appear from additional of new software module over time. Got it, right? So we have to understand, like, you can give the one example, real time example. I told you, right? Release 1, release 2, release 3. So these are the regression testing. They are changing something and they are deploying the application in testing environment. Then we need to test, then we need to deploy our application in production environment, right? We have also recovery testing, right? So I told you, right? So what happens, sometimes the application will crash. Am I able to recover our application or not? That is called recovery testing. Migration testing. So what happened, we have some migration, we have to migrate, some. I'll tell you the what do you meaning of migration. So before window 8, or sorry, I'll tell you one another example. So when I was working in the previous company, so they are using Java 8. Okay, and they having the Apple client, but they are looking for install Java 11 version all the virtual machine. So what happened, they have migrated Java 8 to 11, and after that we need to also test our application, anything is impacting on our application if I will install the Java 8, right? So we got some issue, big issue was there. Okay, so the application was down 1 week. Apple having the different, Apple having the different application, so they are not using in India, the all the application they are using in US. Okay, so that is the one problem. So that is called your migration testing. If I will not do this migration testing, if application will deploy in the production, then what will happen, they will lose the business, right? Because production is running, production is not a down. We have tested in testing environment, right? So that is called your migration testing. It ensure that the software can be moved from older system infrastructure. Got it, right? Same thing, Java or another software, they have migrated from one software, or they have upgraded the VM's version, so they will do this testing, that is called migration testing without any issue. So I have given you one live example for migration. Java 8 was there and they have installed, they have upgraded Java 11, but we found some issue with Java 11, that Java 11 is not as stable as per Java 8. Okay, so we found the big issue over there. Again, they have uninstalled the Java and they have installed the Java 8 version, and they are waiting for the different version, and they will do the one POC on with the different version, proof of concept. Then after that they will do migration, right? So it should not impact on the anything on our application. So functional testing means just we are testing the, you know, validation of the application. Means we are just only testing the functionality or features. Your features, application features is working as per as expected or not. We are checking the functionality. So this is, you know, functional testing. We are going to do this tester job, and we have to do, you know, very, we need to test carefully. If something you will miss, it will be a huge loss, right? Also known as the functional or completeness testing. Functional testing involve trying to think any possible and missing functions. The tester might make a list of the additional functionality that a product could have to improve, and it's during the functional testing. So this testing is very important as per the tester. And this is your hardware and software testing. So it is same like that, you know, some of the companies looking for hardware and software testing, because IBM refer the hardware and software testing. This when the tester focus on or is her attention to the interact between the hardware and, so same thing, right? Hardware means your infrastructure. Infrastructure means your virtual machine, or if you are deploying the application in the different environment. So same thing, they will also test the hardware. Means your virtual machine capacity is good uh, as per application or not. Like if you will go virtual machine means VMs also having, you know, what the memory utilization and what is the RAM is required, right? So these are all the things we need to test. So they will also test the hardware stuff while doing this testing. Okay, so user acceptance testing. So same thing, user acceptance testing, right? So after everything is done, now we have to deliver our application to the user. So in this level of testing, test engineer can test the application in front of client before delivering the, you know, client. Okay, so this is called your alpha testing and beta testing. Inside this it will come in the alpha testing and beta testing, but this alpha and beta I will tell you later. So what do you do meaning of delivery, company to client, and release means organization. In within the same organization, we are delivering the one uh, person to another person. Like my company is product based, so we are releasing this. We don't have a client. My client, we don't have a client, right? We having the product based company. Here we having the service based company. So TCS has developed some application and they deliver to the Apple. Okay, that is, you know, company to client. And release means one person. So what we are going to do, we are delivering the application, we are delivering the our product to another team. Okay, though the team, manual team guys not don't know this automation, so we have developed all the automation stuff and we have given to them. So that is called release. Okay, so we having the different environment, right? We already shown you. So it is a combination of hardware and basic software and which hold the application. They are holding the application, right? Your application will be there somewhere, right? So what it is, application is divided into three layers: presentation layers, business layer, and database layer. Got it, right? So here presentation layer means your UI part. this is your user face interface, UI part, HTML and all. Business layer means this is the logic development logic, and database means where the data is going to a store. So this is the three layer if you have to develop any software: front end, back end, and database. This three profile, right? So this three profile, and we having the many things over there. So for here UI developer is there, here backend developer is there, here database people are there, right? So three people. After developing the application, after that we having the many profile, you have to do testing. So here unit testing is done by the developer, UI tester, and this database also tester is there. Database testing is another profile is there, but you should also having the basics knowledge of database. So I cannot teach you this all the database, but I will guide you this. SQL you have to learn basics, what is SQL and all. So leave now this. Okay, so we'll focus on manual testing. Then I will tell you how to learn this SQL stuff, right? So inside this again we having the single tier architecture, or two tier architecture, or three tier or n tier architecture. So inside this we having the standalone environment, client to server, web environment, and distribution environment. What do you meaning of single tier? It is having a single tier which represent a presentation layer. So whenever one application we are using the single users at a time, that is called a standalone application or single tier architecture. Okay, then what is this? Then we can choose the single type architecture, business layer and database layer. We are using only one operating system or your notebook VLC player. So all this exe software whatever we are using, that is called your single type. So I have included some. We are not in manual testing, this all the syllabus are not there, but I have included this because you should know how this software industry is working, right? Then someone will ask any basics question from the software related, complete SDLC and STLC, then you guys are able to understand and the people will think you having the real time experience. Okay, that is the big things. If you don't have a experience and if you want to go as a experience, so that experience, if you don't know, they will caught you. So we having the two tier, or that is called two tier. It is having the two tier type. So client which is having the presentation layer and business layer. Okay, so here we have a client and we have a server. So they having the presentation layer and business layer, and server which is having only database layer to develop the application using the following. So how they can do that? So within the organization only we can using the application. All clients are sharing same database. They are expecting the speed and no need to worry about of security of business layer, right? So ATM and company, or see any application. And now why API testing is booming in the market, I'll tell you the reason. So before the things are very complicated, right? So what happened, the API testing is integrating one application to another application. So same thing you can see I have mentioned here. Within the organization, only beacon using the application. All the client are sharing the same database. Means they are not developing all the things. Some part is somewhere and some part is somewhere. They are using common stuff, right? So same thing with happen with API testing. The API testing, what happened? I have developed my website, but I don't have the functionality to payment gateway. So many payment gateway, organization and companies there. So what they can do, they I will ask to integrate my API in my application. They will not develop again that payment gateway functionality for my application, they will give you the JSON data to integrate that payment gateway to my application. Okay, so here we are saving our time, right? We are saving our time, right? And we are also saving our money. So we having the less money and we are using the same stuff. So while integrating from one application to another application by using the JSON data, again API testing tester is required, right? Integration or anything you will do, testing is required. Without testing, software world will not run, right? So that's why we having the API testing. So okay, let's see. If I will get the time, I will give you the overview of API testing after this manual testing if I will complete. Okay, so these are the things, right? ATM company or the car reservation, some some of the application is like that. Some of the things are there and some of the things are there, so that is called, just you have to remember, one is your client and one is your server. So here we have a client, application, server. That is called three tier architecture, which is having the three layer. Okay, which is having the presentation layer, which is having the business layer, and which is having the database layer. So here we having the all the layers. So whenever one application are using worldwide through internet and more than the member of the people, then we choose this environment like Gmail and internet. N-tier application, it is the same like the web environment worldwide through internet, and we can accessing the application huge number of the people in order to overcome reducing the burden and improving the performance. So it is the same like there, but here there is no restriction and they having the more, here what happen, few of the people will use, but same thing they have enhanced for the n number of n tier. Okay, so improve the performance. Now we can choose the distribution of environment. I'll tell you the what do you meaning of n-tier application, right? So we have discussed here, we having the presentation layer, we having the business layer and database layer. This is your presentation layer, so that is fixed, we cannot do anything. Business layer and database layer, so they have developed this application in the large scale. Okay, so this UI part we cannot do anything, and this we cannot do anything. Might be database, sometime it will crash and all. So having the some backup of this database, right? Means they have explore before the people are using SQL, right? So now the database we having the, they also using this big data Hadoop, right? So they are exploring the application. You can see, you can take the example of YouTube, right? How much data every second, how much data the people are storing over there, right? The uploading the video, right? So now the software, all the software will become the flexible because of cloud. Okay, cloud came in the market, right? Amazon cloud or Azure cloud. So here there is no restriction to do storing the data and all. You can do n number, no problem at all. Okay, so this is your system level of testing. So this is your first part is completed. Let me go for second part. Okay, so I will just give you some overview of this, what do you meaning of this second part. Okay, so what is the software build, right? I already discussed in the first session, I think. So what happened, application is developed, one application is developed, right? So application, when application is developed on the Java, they will compile the application. Compilation, that is the big deal. So what happened, we cannot compile again and again, right? If you have in this application, we having the 10 Java file. Okay, 10 Java file is there. Okay, developer will compile and execute, it is working fine. But if you having the big application like here having the more than 100 file, is it possible to compile again and again? No, we cannot compile again and again, and we cannot run again and again. So that is the big problem. So what they can do, they will make the executable file, exe file. What happen, they will execute at a time this software, just we can use, we can run this application. If you remember, in Java we have a compiler, JRE and JVM. Compiler will compile the software and JRE only execute the software. In JDK, this all the things are there, but JRE be installed inside this testing environment and production environment, because here we are executing application, we are not compiling this. So this exe file is deployed here in testing environment and production environment. That is called software build. Okay, that is called software build. Okay, so if you are developing a simple computer program which consists only one source code file, okay, you merely need to compile and link this file to produce the executable file. This process is very simple. But if you have, a typically software product consists of the hundred or even the thousand of the source code file, we cannot do, right, manually we cannot do compile and execute. So creating an executable program, this source file to the compiled and time consuming task, right, you need to use build, okay, software to create an executable program, and process is called software build. So this is called your software build. So they will ask you this type of the question, what do you meaning of build? Okay, after this build is ready, okay, exe file is ready, then they will deploy into the, this is your fresh build, they will deploy into the testing environment. Okay, now software sorry soft tester will come and will test this. So when you are getting the fresh build, okay, that time we are going to do testing, that is called your smoke testing. Okay, this is called your smoke testing. If you are getting the fresh build and after that we can do the testing, that is called your smoke testing. One more testing is there. See, every time whatever the steps the developer is doing, we are testing the application. Accordingly, they have defined the name, different name, right? Because how to, if you will not define the name, then they will tell you, hey, you have to do testing. Which type of the testing we need to do, I don't know, right? So that's why we having the multiple types of the testing while doing the testing, right? So this build is done. What happened after 10 days or after 1 month, the client want to some changes in the existing application. So again, what happened, developer will do some changes, and they will change the application, they will change that again, same executable file they have changed, here some changes is there, again they will deploy this. So what happened here, one more testing we are going to do, that is called sanity testing. So what is the difference between a smoke testing and sanity testing? A smoke testing means we are getting the fresh build, and sanity testing means we are getting the existing build. It is same like the regression testing, but this is the not a regression testing. After deploying this, we are going to do testing, right? So it will also check the old functionality and new functionality while deploying this exe file in this. Okay, that is called your a smoke testing and sanity testing. Okay, so I will discuss this sanity and a smoke in the coming session, so I'm going to stop your session. Hope you guys are just read and